This episode, you're going to be learning about how your friends are potentially holding you back from living your full life. Okay, when I realized this, or when I started to step into this, and when I started to work this as part of my life, I'd have made a lot of different discoveries which allowed me to realize, okay, you know what? Maybe there are certain people in my life that are actually holding me back, right? Sometimes it may even be ourselves, right? And that is part of what we're going to be talking about today. But the main focus is the other individuals in your life. Are there certain friends, right? And I'm also going to be talking to you about how you can actually start finding people who support you, people who can allow you to grow, people who can allow you to become a better version of yourself, feel more secure about yourself, right? All of these things we're going to be covering today, guys, so definitely stay tuned towards the end of the video. What's up, everyone? My name's Zane. I hope you're all doing very, very well. So like I said, this topic is a very interesting topic, right? Are your friends holding you back? It's a question which I guess many people aren't really wanting to ask themselves, right? At least for me, I definitely knew I didn't want to ask that to myself, right? Definitely not sort of 5 years ago. I had the question pop up, but I'd push it into one corner. I didn't want to feel the pain of having to ask myself that question, right? And I hope you guys can relate to that in some way, shape, or form, because if you ever feel like you're questioning certain things in your life, then they do need to be given attention to, right? If you're questioning certain friendships or social circles, they need to be given attention to. So today I'm going to go through essentially, what signs there are that your friends are holding you back, right? And a great way to sort of delve into that, right? A great way to see through questions, through certain perspectives, if the people in your life are right for you. Right, because when I started to discover this stuff, it definitely changed who I am, who I was becoming, the people I was hanging around with, and the growth that I was having in my life. And it impacted it in a very positive way once I started to take action on what I'm about to tell you here today. So I'm going to get straight into it, guys, right? So number one, the first thing you got to do is you got to ask yourself the right questions, right? Ask yourself the right questions. Questions are the answers, guys. When I heard that literally changed my life. Questions are the answer. So you want to start by asking yourself, if my friends truly want what's best for me, right? That's what you need to start asking yourself. Do your friends want what's best for you? That's question number one. And if you're questioning that, and if you're not sure, there's already a sign there. If you're like, you know what, Zane, my friends want what's best for me. I love my friends, they're great people, and there's not a shadow of a doubt. That's absolutely perfect. That's amazing, right? Because that's what you want. That's the kind of friends that you want in your life. You want those kind of people. You don't want to have a doubt about anything that's going on in between your relationship with them or relationship in your social circles. You don't want that. You want there to be full confidence in each other, that you support each other no matter what. That's what friendship is. And that you're honest with each other when you need to be. That's what friendship is, right? But if you are doubting it, that's question number one. Question number two, ask yourself, do I question if my friends like me? Do I question if I fit in? Do I question if I fit in with my friends? Do I question if I'm likable? Right, if they like me. Do I question if I'm enough? These kind of things. Do I question if I get along with my friends? Ask yourself these questions, because it will start to open up a lot of different things. All right, so that's number two, guys. So number three, it's not a question, but it's, again, a perspective. When you share with them good news, do they reciprocate your energy, or do they try and lower that energy down? Because I'm telling you guys, if they are not supporting you, and if they're not as excited as you are, for let's say you got a promotion at work and you go tell them, if you're super excited about it and they're not, that's another indication. Now, again, we got to look at it in the sense that maybe they are dealing with personal problems, right? So you always want to make sure if your friends are all right first. Right? And here's the thing, guys, with these kind of things, energy will tell you a lot of things. So when you start to become more self-aware, or you start to raise your vibration, so to speak, right, where you can start feeling other people's energy, you know, because at the beginning you're not really aware of that kind of stuff, but as you start delving into personal development, you start feeling people's energy, right? The friends that you're around, you will know. I don't even think you need to be in personal development to know that. You know in your heart if your friends are genuine or not, right? I'll be honest with you, like, the stuff that I've written down for this video is more so an intellectual point of view, but at the end of the day, it's really about your heart, right? And I will touch on that towards the end, right? But these are some great initiating points that you can use, right? Are they excited for you, right? If every single one of your friends, let's say there's 5 of them, and they're all dealing with a personal problem at the time that you got a promotion, okay, fair enough. But the likelihood of that is very low, right? So again, you got to ask yourself, do my friends celebrate me in my wins? You know? And then a question you can ask to that is, do my friends support me when I'm down? Do they help me out in my times of difficulty? Can I go to them for advice? I mean, I used to think, I mean, to be fair, I used to be very, I used to be very self-centered, right? So I used to think that the whole world had to revolve around me, which is obviously not the fucking case. But that is what I thought, right? And you know, I would always think that, oh, my friend should text me first. Or I'm feeling down. You know what? If I feel down, I'm just going to show that I'm upset, and my friends can, hey, Zain, is everything okay? It was just trying to find a way to get validation and some sort of significance and love. That's really all it was, right? That's really all it was for me. But ever since I'd evolved that and started to develop that, but I would still see that there are people in my life that weren't supporting me when great things were happening in my life, right? And I had to start to distinguish. So those are some great initiating areas to look at. Another way is, do they text you only when they need something, right? Do they text you when they need something? Otherwise, they're not texting you just to say, hey man, how's it going? Or hey sis, how's it going, right? Are they texting you that? Or do they just text you when they need something? It does still annoy me just how people can be like this, but maybe that's something I need to let go of, that people are like that. But it is unfair on you, on anyone who is a genuine person and just wants to build genuine friendships. But again, it always starts with us. We crave a need to feel loved and that we matter. And so if there's a risk of us losing that by having to let go of friends, we tend to lower our standards to match that of our friends, just so we can be loved and accepted and fit in. It's coming from a place of scarcity rather than a place of abundance, right? So ponder on that. Think about that. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. If you're the most ambitious person in the room, you're in the wrong room. If you're the most driven person in the room, you're in the wrong room. If you're the richest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. You have to get around people who are doing better than you. You have to be around people who are on a higher vibration than you, who make more money than you, who have more businesses than you, who has a better job than you. Not so you can make yourself feel small and feed off of them. Hell no. Because if you're doing that, then you're the toxic one. I'm sorry, you are the toxic one. I had to face that for myself. You know, there were times where I was being toxic. It wasn't that I was perfect and everyone around me was bad. I had a lot of things that I had to fix up, and I'm still continuing to do. And I think that will be a lifelong journey for all of us, right? But in just focusing on looking at friends or just the people in our life or in our circle, you have to be around people who are doing better than you. It forces you to elevate. It forces you to grow. Because look, sometimes our self-image is poor, right? You could be that your self-image isn't that great. Mine has been like that in the past. I still suffer with that at times, guys. Look, I'm not sitting on this side of the camera like I'm a better person than you. I'm not sitting on this side of the camera like, you know, I figured this shit out and, you know, I'm better than you and I'm just, you know, shoving this information down this camera lens. No, like, I still deal with that stuff today. I still feel like I have a bad self-image around money, around certain things, around women. I still feel like that. I still am working on that. But there are a lot of things in my life that I had to really start. I think it was below zero, to be honest with you. I knew I was worse off than others, right? I knew there were people better off than me, people who were already quite confident. I had zero. I had nothing at all. I had zero confidence. I couldn't even get up in the classroom to go walk to a bin to throw the paper without getting all conscious and anxious that people were going to be staring at me. Like I couldn't go and ask someone, hey, could I take this seat at a restaurant? I was too anxious to do any of this shit, right? So I really started from nothing, and I know there are a lot of people that are down in that level as well, right? That have that kind of anxiety, have that kind of self-doubt. I'm telling you, it's going to be okay. I'm telling you, you can develop that. I'm telling you, you can grow and you can elevate from that. But it does start with working on your self-image, right? So that's, again, there's got to be a focus on other people. Shit, man, why does this keep going off? One sec, guys. All right. There's got to be a focus on other people, but there's also got to be a focus on yourself, right? So, again, get around people who are doing better than you. It will help you grow, and it'll help you elevate your self-image. Because here's the thing, guys. When you are around those people, you do become more successful naturally. You hang around 5 people who do drugs, you're going to be the 6th person that does drugs. You hang around 5 people that are working on going after their purpose and fulfilling their purpose, you are going to eventually find your purpose and go after that purpose yourself. Okay, guys. I don't want you to be scared. I don't want you to be feeling like shit, like, what if my friends do all suck and I have no friends? It's going to be okay, right? It's going to be okay, all right? Because you might feel lonely for a bit. You might feel down for a bit. You might be by yourself for a bit. Your parents might be thinking, why don't you hang around with anyone? Your parents might be thinking, or your family might be concerned for you. And that's okay. Shit, you might be concerned for you. You're probably thinking, what the fuck am I doing? I used to have so many social circles, guys. I used to have a lot of social circles. I used to have friends that I would go party with locally. I had friends that I would go party with in London. I had a cinema group, I had a house party group. I had my university group. I had all these different groups, but at the end of the day, they weren't real friends. They were just people that I did stuff with, just so I could feel like I had a sense of belonging and a social circle that I could go to the cinema with someone, so I didn't feel lonely and worthless about myself. When in reality, I can go to the cinema now by myself and really fucking enjoy it. Whatever friend you want in your life, whatever you want in your life, you have to become it. If you want certain friends in your life, you have to become that certain way. If you want your friends to be honest, caring, loving, they cherish you, they want what's best for you, you've got to be that for people, for other people, right? When there are 7.2 billion people on this planet, there are loads of ways to make friends with so many different people. You've just got to be that person that you want to attract, and you will start to attract that. You want it to be high energy. You want crazy energy around you, right? Right? You want crazy energy around you, then you got to become that person, right? If you want people who are more quiet, right, then you got to have those kind of people around you. If you want those kind of people around you, then you need to become a quiet person, right? It depends what you want in your life, right? For me, I'm usually very, in terms of energy, I'm pretty, I wouldn't say basic, but like I do have a higher energy. I don't like being around people that are just like got their head down all the time. I like, going a bit crazy sometimes, right? I'm very adventurous in that sense. But also I do like being by myself and just things being quiet and just having relaxed and just being present. I do love that as well. So again, I do that, and I've started attracting, albeit just a very small group of friends, but a group of friends who can do both, right? And I love that, and I'm actually going to go see them later today. So this is what you got to do, guys, right? You got to understand that at the end of the day, you got to become what you want to attract, who you want to attract. And you've also got to understand that in your heart, you will know in your heart if your friends are right for you or not. After this video, once you ask yourself these questions, you will know in your heart whether your friends are right for you or not. It might be painful having to let them go, but it will help you grow. It will help you elevate. It will help you become a better person. It will help you respect yourself more. It will help you have a better self-image. And you will become a less toxic person because of that, right? Because you may be toxic. I'm sorry, but you may be. I don't want to think that you are, but it could be that you might be the problem in your friend groups if you feel like there is a problem, right? But it might not be just you. So I can give you that. I know that's harsh. You probably turned the video off by now. If you haven't, sweet. But it could be you as well. Yes, my old friends weren't my real friends, but it's not like I was doing anything to help the situation. You know, it's not like I was doing anything better. It's not like I was this enlightened individual. It wasn't like that at all. You know, there was a lot of things I had to fix about myself, right? After I let go of this emotion of how poorly my friends treated me, I had to look at myself and realize, did I treat them any better? A lot of times I did. A lot of times I didn't. And so I had to fix that about myself. And I had to understand that. I had to take full responsibility for it. So guys, I'm going to end it on this, right? Take full responsibility for everything that happens in your life, for people in your life, okay? And understand that if whoever you want to attract in your life, you need to become it. I think Gandhi said that, be the change that you want to see in the world, right? Be the change that you want to see in the world. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to end this video right here. I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Any value that you got, please like this video. Please drop a comment of the best takeaway that you had. And if there's anything else you want me to elaborate on in a different video, drop that in the comment section as well. But otherwise, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because we're going to be uploading videos almost every single day, which is at 8:45 a.m. British Standard Time. Okay, so with that being said, guys, appreciate you all, love you all, and until the next video, peace out.